Hi and welcome to another road trip. You have to excuse how rough I look this morning. It's literally about 7:10. I'm absolutely shattered. It's been a tough week at work, but we're going to venture on down to another road trip. I've lost count what number it is. I think it's either 11 or 12. As you recall, the last one we actually did was the Super Retro Games Fair in Leeds, and this one's going to be the video game market in Doncaster. So that's just the plan. The plan is just to head down there, see what's there. I'm not going to spend as much as I spent last time. I absolutely went a bit crazy. I'm going to be hopefully a little more selective this time. Possibly maybe do a retro game shop either after the video games market or maybe tomorrow morning we'll head on up to Electric Town in Ripon. I'm not sure. We'll have to see how it pans out. But that's basically the plan. So I better just finish up getting ready and we're going to head on, get on the road and go down to Doncaster. I'm expecting to see a lot of private sellers at this show. I know Tutti UK is there doing his own private collection. I'm hoping it's going to be a little bit different to Leeds. Leeds was absolutely rammed. Early on you couldn't get round anything and there was a lack of private sellers. There was just a couple of people who'd gone there early just to have a stall to nab all the best, well, what they consider the best titles. But that's basically it. Let's go on this, let's get on the road to another road trip. You can see it's an absolutely miserable day outside. So I'm not looking forward to venturing out in that, but of course in the show venue it's going to be quite warm. We'll be sweating our balls off. So yeah, just waiting for the lift. Bad fuck at UK to take us on down to Doncaster. Let's get en route. Right, so we're en route at last and we're on the way to Doncaster to the video games market. We've got a few miles under our belt but not enough yet, so just sort of what we're on at the moment. And we're bad fuck at the UK.
A38 towards the M1.
A38, so we're going towards the M1, about 23 miles I think we're going to be on here. Probably get some breakfast on the way. So stay tuned for more fun and frolics. Really.
How long are we on here for?
About 19 mile.
Are you sure? Just check.
18 mile, M18 north.
Go Woodall, then we'll go the next one.
So we're still en route. We're literally about, let's have a look at the old sat nav, 32 miles from Doncaster. We're well ahead of schedule, so we're going to stop for some breakfast at Woodall Services, which is about 14 mile away. It's all cloudy outside, you can see. Typical, well, almost spring day really. En route to Doncaster. We just stopped at the Woodall Services to get some breakfast. Apparently there's a turbos over there. You never know, beat the street, whatever that is. Let's go and get some breakfast. Might see somebody famous here, who knows? Okay, we've just left the services. Nice long leisurely breaks and breakfast, nice Starbucks coffee I think it was. And we're just heading on to Doncaster now to the video games market. But from what we've heard, the queue's forming outside. It's going to be absolutely rammed when we first get in. As usual, sweaty, you won't be able to move. So I think we're going to arrive there probably about 15 to 30 minutes after it's opened. Hopefully we'll be able to get straight in and hopefully some of the crowds will disperse. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, we're on the route, probably about 10 to 15 miles outside of Doncaster now. I'm looking forward to seeing what they've got there today. Still here with Bad Fuck Up UK, doing the driving. And me, CJ and Retro, so stay tuned for what could be a very eventful day. No. Well, we've just arrived at the Dome, ready for the video games market. It's supposed to be 600 free parking spaces here, and to be fair, the car's fucking one at the moment. Ain't looking good, is it?
No, it's not.
Gotta be one up here, surely there is. Well, if there isn't, we're gonna have a problem getting in, but anyway, let's see what we can find. We've made it. We finally parked, fuck knows how. And there we are, parked up. Absolutely tight spaces. We thought we was gonna have to go down the road, but the Doncaster Dome's in the distance if you can see it. There's my co-compatriot, Bad Fuck Up UK, with his new little toy. And we're just walking onto the Dome. So let's hope they've got some Mega Drive purchases because I'm hungry for some buys. So I've got about a few minutes walk to the venue. Hopefully the crowds will be dispersed. Let's head on in. All good fun on this Saturday morning. Just walking up now to the Dome. There's no queue at all, should be able to walk straight in. Bad Fuck Up UK and CJ and Retro. Never been to this place before. Here we are, it's the Dome. Let's go in and see what's in here. Eh? Inside the Dome then, this is, looks like this is the queue. So it looks like we're going to be queuing for a good time. Let's hope it's well organised because really we don't want to be fucking queuing here for too long. Let's go and have a look. Looks like
the end of the queue.
Oh, do you reckon we'll be in soon? Got to get in the queue first, don't we?
Fuck's sake.
Oh no. It might not be as bad as it looks. You're right here. Okay. Yeah. Here we go. Let's get in the queue. So here we are in the queue at the video games market in Doncaster. Maybe somewhere I'll be late at the bar. Could it be a bit early for a cold pint of Cardiff? What's the matter with him? Well, here we are in the bar. We have a sort of breather. Bought a few Mega Drive purchases. It's been a very interesting couple of hours. It's boiling hot in there. It's very busy. As you can see, we're in the bar with a few YouTube regulars over there and over there, and a well-deserved pint. And you got Bad Fuck Up UK. He's bought the Japanese version of Ghouls and Ghosts. My purchase is of course going to be revealed at the end of the video. So let's get back to the beer. Inside the video games market, it's quite busy. It was absolutely rammed about an hour ago. Really hard to film in here, so I'm just going to give you a quick shot of the room. Try and film a bit more in a bit when it gets a bit more quieter.
No panda though, is there?
I said that to him, so you're on your own. He said, yeah, well, didn't they?
No, Mr. Panda.
Is that what you picked up?
Yeah, that's all. The right money though, innit? They're complete for a lot higher than that online. He gave me some daggers when I left him after I knocked him down. He wanted 15, I said give you 12.
Mine.
Good stuff here, isn't there?
Then that sort of thing.
Yeah, okay.
The right back then.
Still busy, isn't it? On what? Oh, it's just cards only. I need the complete one.
Yeah.
Definitely. Shame to say, I actually have all these games. Spectrum over there, look. Robocop. It's just so hard to film, isn't it? I think we need to go up there. So we're still here at Super Retro Games Fair. I think we're going to head off in a minute. It's quieting down a bit, even though it's still fairly busy, as you can see across the hall. Been a productive day with some purchases. I haven't gone mad today, but I've picked up some good buys. And hopefully we might be doing a shop tomorrow, we'll have to see. But I hope you've enjoyed what limited footage I've managed to film here in Doncaster. Well, we're back on the road. We've left the video games market in Doncaster. We've done all the deals we can do, really. There's a few we could, maybe a few more we could have done, but we're going to head on now to Sheffield and actually visit a shopping centre. We'll have a look, see what's in there. I think Bad Fucker wants to go in games, so technically games related. And then we're going to head on down to the hotel. So we'll possibly be doing either a car boot and electric town in Castleford tomorrow. Is it Castleford, is it?
Yeah, Castleford.
Yeah, Castleford, hopefully. So still more to be seen, still more footage, maybe some more purchases to be made. So it's fucking starting to piss down now anyway. Probably see, it's not the best day, but we are still in March, so we're going to head on down there anyway. So yeah, hopefully stay tuned and look out for the pickups later on and maybe some more footage along the way. So we made it to Meadowhall Shopping Centre. Had a wander around, had to buy it to eat, and now we're heading on to the hotel. Possibly going to do electric town, is it in Castleford tomorrow maybe? So whether they've got any Mega Drive and Master System games for me. So that's brightened up a little bit if you can see out there.
You forgot something.
What have I forgot?
We put a copy of fucking Gears of
Yeah.
War. Oh,
Gotta get Bad Fuck Up UK on Gears of War and kick his ass, even though I'm shit at it.
Yeah.
But classic Xbox One game. Yeah, so we'll hopefully be playing that in the next week or so. Maybe film some footage. I don't know how we're going to do it, but we'll think of a way. So here we are on Saturday night playing MAME. I'll just show you the amount of games Bad Fuck Up UK's got on there. And after a few of these, of course, it's all getting a little bit messy. There's Bad Fuck Up UK.
Oh.
A bit of driving today, ain't you, V?
Yeah.
We're now going to be playing, I think it could be a classic,
It's not loaded for some reason.
isn't it?
No,
Well, we're trying to find Final Fight, but
it's not loaded.
if not, we'll have to play something else. We've just been playing the football. It's all good fun. Doesn't seem to want Final Blow on, does he?
Just Final Blow is loading up for some reason. Oh. Doesn't want to load. So we're going to have to play something else.
Yeah, we'll have to play something else. Have another swig of bud.
Loverboy, the one that was banned, how about that?
And it looks so basic for its time, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's
It's like a Donkey Kong Pac-Man thing, isn't it? Yeah.
Clone. You have to go around shagging these birds. You can have to give it a go, mate.
I suppose we'll have to have a little go on it. Stay tuned. Well, we've rebooted MAME because Final Fight doesn't seem to be working. What was that game called? Loverboy or something?
Yeah,
It was a bit shit. I don't know why it was banned, probably because it was so shit, but...
You went in bareback then?
But now MAME looks a good system. It just seems a bit temperamental with the controls, doesn't it? But game-wise, some of the arcade quality is brilliant, like Sunset Riders and their football games are really, really good. But let's see whether this works. We've got pound-for-pound title match. Probably a load of shit in it, but... Hard Puncher versus Speed Boxer.
Right, that title.
We've got Bad Fuck Up UK going to knock somebody out. Oh my god, this is an old game. I'll tell you what, this was cutting edge at the time, wasn't it? I think Punch Out was a little better, wasn't it? It's almost like Bruno, isn't it? Looks a bit like him. Did you win?
No,
Was that, I thought there didn't seem to be much going on. Is the actual fight now? Here we go. Looks a bit more lively this one.
Ooh, try to get rid of the uppercut then.
Oh, it plays a bit better than the training then. Oh, Bad Fuck Up getting in there in the mix. Brawl for brawl. It's an all-out warfare. Oh dear. Bruno's gone down. Just like Big Frank, wasn't he? Great hitter, but couldn't take a punch. Ooh, it's the right brawl. Ooh. It's a hard game, isn't it? What a fight. Oh, and Frank's gone down again. You're absolutely battering him then, weren't you, really?
Yeah.
I think that's about as good as Frank Bruno boxer manager, isn't it? I reckon I should have a go. Never give up. Yeah, right. I reckon I should have a go. What do you reckon?
You're up, Vic?
Well, you can film it. It's running.
Well, mate.
What button? Is it buttons or thumbsticks?
Buttons and thumbsticks.
Okay. Down press them in like. Okay. A bit different fights yours, isn't it? Still getting it though. We all go down the same way, don't we?
Yeah.
Is this guy like the hardest opponent ever in the world? And is it loses the clock start again from 3 minutes when you get knocked down?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, nice. Well, I lasted a round, didn't I?
Well done. Points.
Obviously, I lost because I got knocked down, but.
Computer wood 610.
Oh well, it was a valiant effort, wasn't it? You're just always at once the first round, you've got to get it together and land some big blows. Is it round 2?
You got to knock him out, Vic.
I know, I can't see that happening, yeah.
Knock him out, Vic. Young virgins, better knock him out.
I'm trying, but I'm really trying so hard. It's almost as hard as Frank Bruno's boxer manager. Oh, I've got him down!
Well done.
We'd have to get it, wouldn't they?
Yeah, would.
That's got to be my victory in the second round.
Yep, 10-7.
It's the last round then. Oh no, was that it?
Yeah,
I've already started the game, is it here?
I think so, V.
Street Fighter looks like Alpha Edition. Graphically, it's very impressive, gotta say. Oh, Viagra Blast from the past with Ken as well. We've got Bad Fuck Up UK. Still got after all the miles today.
Just about.
Early start tomorrow as well. When can use another bottle of beer?
Oh, you bastard.
You got me, CJ and Retro. Some nice moves there. All the arcade games on one like actual nice unit, if I'm honest. It's very alien-esque. Did you win there?
You got me.
You got you, Ken.
Ken's a cunt.
I think I ought to have a go. Here we are with an absolute fucking classic, Double Dragon. God, this is taking me back to like Borth about 1980 fucking 7 or something like that. Excuse me, dropped it there. I see what you mean about it looking dated. Now I'm looking at it.
Yeah.
Here's Bad Fuck Up.
Leave me stated.
Here's CJ Retro. Arcade classic there. It does look old now, I'm looking at it. It was good for its day, wasn't it? That's the bit where the big black ball black comes out with the car, remember that bit? What's your opinion of Bad Fuck Up?
It's alright for what it is.
Yeah. I don't think it's the final fight, but I think it's... It was good for the 80s, certainly. Double Dragon, Blast from the Past. I remember the noises in that, the big blokes, like the bosses or whatever at the end. Or got rid of him. That level 1 done.
Yeah.
Right, it's now Sunday morning. Here we are at the Hilton Doubletree, Sheffield Park. So we stayed overnight on a Saturday evening. As you know, we went to the video games market yesterday. The plan of action for this morning is we're going to head on down to a car boot sale at Doncaster Keepmoat Stadium, and then hopefully head on to Electric Town up in Ripon and search for more games and maybe some more bargains at this car boot. So got Bad Fuck Up UK in the car here, if you can see. We're all ready to rock and roll, so stay tuned for some more fun and frolics on this frosty Sunday morning. Okay, so we're en route still to Doncaster, and I made a little bit of a mistake earlier. It's Electric Town, is it Castleford or Wait? Castleford is what we're going to. I always get mixed up with the shops. It's not the Ripon shop, it's Castleford we're going to. On the hope that they've got some gems for us. It's a lovely day, as you can see on the camera. It's quite bright, blue skies. First of all, we're going to head on and try and find some booty bargains. I'm here with Bad Fuck Up UK again.
Here's a walking.
When he gets his arse kicked this week. And we're going to head on to Doncaster Stadium, Keepmoat Stadium, so stay tuned. I can hardly see what I'm filming, so I'm going to put the camera down for a few minutes and have a little bit of a chill out time.
You buy a new fucking camera.
Nah, the camera's alright, lovely camera.
Fucking garbage.
It does the job, it does the job.
comments in the box below, please.
Fuck off. So we finally arrived at the car boot. We're at Doncaster Rovers FC, the Keep Moat Stadium, sponsored by a company I used to work for, Polypipe. And we're just heading on into the car boot sale. I'm here with Bad Fuck Up UK. Looks a big car booty. Hopefully finding some bargains, so let's see what we can find. So we've just left a massive car boot at Doncaster Keep Moat Stadium. Did pick up a couple of purchases, non-game related. There was quite a few games there like PS1, PS2, usual current gen, but nothing unfortunately that stood out. You can hear the sat nav going off. We're just heading on now to Electric Town in Castleford. It's got a bit more cloudier outside. And we're just going to see what he's actually got for us. We've left a good friend of ours behind Kavanagh, so we've got Bad Fuck Up UK with us. It's private joke, but we're just heading on down to this Electric Town shop, and we should be there in about maybe 20 minutes, half an hour. So, whew, it's already been an eventful morning.
Yeah, we need to get some more fucking diesel.
I think we do, yeah. Just stuck in traffic at the moment, so we're going to head on down there now. So we're at Nissa Local. No, we're not really. We're at Garage Service Station. Just popped there to get some fuel. We're literally about 2 miles out from Electric Town, Castleford, and as you can see, Bad Fuck Up UK's just gone in there to get the petrol, pay for the petrol, and we'll be back on our way. Looks like a bus depot over there, if you can see. But anyway, we're going to head on over to Electric Town and see what they've got. Not been there for a while. I think it's been a year or two. We used to do it on our North Road trips. They've also got a shop in Ripon, which I did mention earlier. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what they've got. They had a lot of stock last time we went, but that was in the earlier days of me collecting, so it could be a bit different this time. I'll have to wait and see. So we've made it to Electric Town in Castleford. He's not quite open yet. We just had to phone him. You can see the shutters are down. They're going to be open in about 5-10 minutes. He's just doing them now, so let's head on in and see what he's actually got. So we're in Electric Town in Castleford today, and I'm just going to show you a little bit of the shop. This is my favourite section, the Mega Drive. Box Super Nintendo in there.
Yeah.
Classic Chucky egg.
That's something for you, yeah.
Oh, remember. There's loads of Blu-rays in that here, isn't there? That's something up there for you as well. Atari 520 ST.
The Amiga was always the best machine, it always will be. When you went over from the Amstrad to the Amiga, there's no, it didn't compare, trust me.
I never had an Amiga, but
Oh, I did. Fantastic.
I must admit, Sensi Soccer it was
I'm
amazing.
going to have another 2 on Wednesday, you know.
Of course, oh yeah, if you get that auction.
I'll win the auction, don't worry.
Oh, look at that, Atari.
For me, it was all about Adam's Family. That was the game. What's so much time ago? Kick off 2, I'm afraid. Oh, no. It took skill.
Plenty of PlayStation 2 as well. And PS1.
Do you have that part exchange? Yeah, he does, yeah. Where's that game? You've got
Oh yeah, I'll get it for you.
Is it in here?
Yeah,
Did you get into it?
it's in the main one there.
In this one?
Yeah, the zip's a bit loose.
Yeah, I'll see that, yeah.
Plenty of DVDs as well.
So you collected, you dropped that a couple of weeks ago and somebody bought it to the fair for him as a gift. Oh. Which was nice.
More PS1 up there. Back on the road, I've just left Electric Town in Castleford. Unfortunately no Mega Drive purchases, but we did get a few Master System games. So look out for those on the pickups bit at the end of this video. So we're now going to head on down to, we're going to do another little surprise shop. We're just going to go to Shogun Games in Stafford that we visited before. There probably isn't going to be much there, but we're just going to have a little mooch around on a Sunday afternoon, just have a quick visit, just to round off the weekend. So yeah, that's basically it. A couple of hours on the road down to Stafford now, and it's gone all cloudy again. Here we are in Stafford. I'm not going to film too much because you've seen this route numerous times before. Just stopped off to get some lunch and to visit Shogun Games. So like I said, I'm not going to film much more because you've seen it all before. Deja vu. You've seen it several times before. Here we are at Shogun Games again. Okay, so we're finally back from the hectic weekend that was the video games market in Doncaster. Right, where do I start? There's plenty of pickups. I don't actually know where to begin, to be honest. I'm just sort of recovering from the weekend. It's Sunday evening. Basically, as you know from the footage you've seen, we headed on down to Doncaster to the video games market on Saturday morning. From then on, we went to, obviously we checked in, well, we went to the shopping centre. We didn't really buy any games, it was just for a fleeting visit in the area. Excuse me. We checked into the hotel, had a few beers, played some games last night, and this morning we went on to a car boot sale. Didn't unfortunately find any retro games there. There was plenty of sort of retro, but not the stuff I was looking for. And then we went on to Electric Town in Castleford. So what a weekend, right? So basically, Bad Fuck of UK picked me up and we headed on down to Doncaster. Right, now the video games market in Leeds. What did I think of it? Well, first of all, it was, in some ways, certainly on a par with Leeds. I'm not sure if I think it was better or worse, really. I was disappointed there was supposed to be 2 floors. There was 1 floor that I saw. Apparently, I was advertised as 2 floors. I don't quite know whether that would have made a difference or not. There were plenty of sellers. There was a few I've never seen before, but there was the usual suspects there. There was like Retro Plushy Games, Saw Thumb, Console Passion, Warp Zone, I think Retro GT possibly were there. You know, there was the usual. There's a few ones I'd never seen before, which was nice to see. Again, I don't know if I was expecting too much. I was disappointed. There seemed to be again a lack of individual personal sellers, not companies, personal collections. I know Tutti UK had his there. Didn't see too many others. Maybe, don't know. Maybe I missed them. But there was basically, for me, it was traders again. It was nice to see some magazines for sale there, like I think it's CVG, but they had Mean Machine, Sega Force, Sega Power, Megatech, even Crash from the Spectrum days. So it was very good to see. It was very good to see those kind of things. There was a lot more 8-bit stuff as well, which is good to see, like your Spectrum stuff, which I like looking at, but more so than purchasing. But unfortunately, the magazines are quite expensive, so I didn't venture into that. But anyway, what basically happened is, obviously, I went there primarily looking to purchase Mega Drive games, as is my main priority. As a backup, of course, which I've now started, but which will probably become my main focus at some point, is Master System. So anyway, I went there not expecting to find any Mega Drive games. Of course, going there not intending to spend the kind of money I spent last time, because basically I just really honestly can't afford it right now. As you know, game collecting is a very, very expensive hobby, and Rome wasn't built in a day kind of thing. So anyway, I went to Retro, we had a look round, couldn't really see anything early on, and I went to Retro Plushie Games, who I'd done a deal with last time, and to be honest I was really surprised to find 2 games there. Now the first game I picked up was, and I've never seen this anywhere, even though it's not that rare a title I don't think, but it's sort of middle of the road kind of prices. It was June 2 Battle for Arrakis. Because I've got so many pickups, I'm not going to bother showing you the inside of the manuals or anything, but there you go. The next one was Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles Tournament Fighters. Now this has eluded me for a while. Okay, now those 2 games were down at £30 each. I managed to knock a fiver off, so it's £55 for the 2, so there they are together, if you can see. June 2 Battle for Arrakis and Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles Tournament Fighters. Okay, so we've got those 2 out the way. Now I didn't expect there to be any more Mega Drive games there, but we stumbled upon a stall now. I couldn't quite believe how cheap these prices were. Now these 2 games I've never seen at any shop and any like video game show. They really are. I've never seen them, so to find them for like peanuts really was really good. There was Nigel Mansell World Championship Racing. And there was Greatest Heavyweights, which for me is quite a little rare gem, I think that is. There's the 2 together. But basically, Nigel Mansell World Championship Racing was £2. Greatest Heavyweights was, the prices on there somewhere, was £6. £8 for those 2 at this collection is a fucking bargain really. So we thought that was it. I thought that was it for Mega Drive, but there was one more to come. Now it wasn't in the best condition. It was advertised at £15, but I managed to get £3 off, so I got it for £12. Now one you don't see very often, Onslaught. There you go. That's the Mega Drive purchases. So really when you think about it, I paid, was it 55 at the one, 12 at the other, 67, and 8 at the other, £75, 5 games. I mean, at this stage we're down to 61 Mega Drive games needed now, so it's getting there gradually. It's getting closer and closer at each show. So I thought let's get a few Master System while we're here. Only cheap ones at the moment. I'm not quite ventured into high end stuff yet, obviously due to money. So I'm going to go through these now. Basically, I think there were some like £5 or less. I'm not going to go through the individual prices because I'll be looking at my list all day, which you can appreciate is here and here. So for video purposes, I'm just going to go through them one by one. So we've got Double Dragon, we've got Shinobi, Golfomania, Cyborg Hunter, Action Fighter, and Pro Wrestling. So basically, they were the Master System pickups at the show. So let's get those out of the way and bring the next lot in. So then of course, I thought I didn't want to go too mad. I think I spent something like a total of, oh let's work this out, I think about £50 maybe on the, £35, £40 on the Master System titles. So basically I think I spent something like £125. So really I was more than chuffed, considering, as you know, I spent £500 there at the last show. So we headed on down to Electric Town in Castleford today. Now unfortunately they hadn't actually got any Mega Drive titles I needed. They got one I needed, I think it was Fireshark, but it didn't have a case or a manual, it was just a loose cart, so I had to leave that there. So basically I thought, let's get some Master System titles again while I can. Let's pick a few more off the list. And I've got, I think it was 9 titles for £50. So I'm just going to go through these one by one, if you excuse me, sort of running out of space here on the sofa. So I'm going to go through them one by one in no particular order. We've got Asterix, Air Rescue, Alien Storm, These are all complete, of course, with instructions and obviously parts. Assault City. Quite like the Master System boxes, not quite as good as the Mega Drive ones, but they're durable. Asterix and the Secret Mission. Again, I was only sort of going for the 5, if I could, from what I gather, the £5 and less titles at the moment. Classic on the Mega Drive, not. World Cup Italia 90 on the Master System. We've got Aladdin. Down to the last couple now, we've got a karate game, Black Belt. And the final one was Battle Outrun. So another 9 games for £50. So, you know, the Master System list is going down. I haven't actually logged them all down yet. I'm guessing I've got about maybe nearly a third of the Master System collection already. Obviously there's loads of big hitters and that to go. I've got to be honest, I can see myself collecting the full set. I think that's probably more achievable at the moment than the Mega Drive full set, even though I'm obviously a lot further down the line with the Mega Drive set. The Mega Drive set, I'm sort of like 89–90% now, so it's getting 61 titles to go. It's getting really difficult. To be honest, it's getting really tough. Anyway, we went then down to, we came back from Electric Town at Castleford, and we went to a surprise visit to Shogun Games in Stafford, and I can't remember if it was Cash Converters, I think it was CEX we went to. Anyway, I'm going to give you the CEX purchase first. It was pre-owned, don't normally buy pre-owned, but there's a game I wanted for Christmas I didn't get. It's a game I've got now, and I've had a little blast of it earlier, and it's really good fun. It is Star Wars Battlefront. I picked that up for Xbox One for £25. Plays like a dream, really, really good. Loads of missions on it. Quite pleased that I'm going to be having a blast of that maybe a bit later on as well. Now this next one I can't actually play yet, although I've installed it on my hard drive. I tried it in the game, managed to get it for 45. Not the cheapest price you'll see for it, but I've got it for release date before, and it's ready to play when the servers go live. It is Xbox One again, Tom Clancy's The Division. Much hyped up game, looks brilliant from the trailer, looks like elements of COD and Gears of War in it. Looking forward to playing that either tomorrow or Tuesday. So that's basically it. Spent out again another great weekend. Great fun at the show, great fun doing another sort of mini-esque road trip. Next time it'll be a proper road trip. Well, in fact, next time, sorry, I'll rephrase that. Next time we'll be Blackpool Play Expo. That's coming up at the end of April, beginning of May. That's going to be probably another expensive weekend. We'll have to see. I'm not too sure they're going to have that much there for me actually at Play. We'll have to wait and see. I'm still looking forward to it. I'm going to give it another go, maybe the Manchester show in October. And after that, I really can't see much further beyond at the moment, because like I say, it's a lot of money, it's a lot of time. There will be a proper road trip coming up after that at some point, but we're still in negotiations as to the route. Maybe up north, maybe a couple of new shops have opened in Manchester, ended up maybe in Liverpool, Bolton. There's been a few ideas discussed. I know we need to do another safe trip, maybe Bournemouth, Canterbury area. We still need to probably go back to, is it Play Nation Games in Croydon? That was a great shop. I've only been there once, so there's still scope for the road trips. We can still find Mega Drive games. We've always got Master System to fall back on. There's options of maybe exploring to 32X, Mega CD in the future. There's always scope there for collecting, and it's good fun going and seeing what the shops have got anyway. So that's enough waffle. It's been another cracking weekend. I'm trying to think if I've missed anything else. I'm absolutely knackered. My voice is going. I know a lot of you slated me about a camcorder and saying it's not very good quality. It's been a great camera for me. I've used it on all the road trips, you know. I'm not up on technology. I haven't really got the money to spend on top of the range HD cameras. I'd rather spend it on games, but like you say, if you're picking me up on the camera quality, maybe I do need to look at getting a new camera at some point. I do like the idea of the 360 degree camera that Bad Fuck Up UK's got. I don't quite know fully how they work, but they look amazing. When you film, as you're probably aware, you can look it takes all the image around you. You can actually like rotate the screen 360 degrees. I like the idea of that. That'd be great for footage at shows, and maybe on road trips as well. You'd see us in the car walking around behind in the shop. It'd be great. So anyway, that's basically it for now. I'm spent. I'm done. Hope you've enjoyed watching the footage. I hope you've enjoyed the road trip. I know a lot of it's the same old. We're en route. We're going into the shop. We're going to the. It was really difficult to film at the video games market, as you can imagine. It was absolutely packed early on. There's people in front of you. People don't like cameras in the face. You can't get near a lot of the stalls. There's a lot of stuff to film. It's really hard to get good footage there, especially with a little camcorder. My God, You know, so I've done my best. I hope you enjoyed the footage, and keep it real, YouTubers. Adios from CJM Retro.